Is the S27 Ultra going to be less Ultra than the S26 Ultra? Well, there's news came out I guess today or yesterday talking about the cameras on the back, which of course have been in much need of a change for a while, especially in certain departments. But we may get one less camera when it comes to the S27 Ultra than the S26 Ultra. So hear me out. So Samsung has done a pretty good job the last year removing things from the phones. So first we lost Bluetooth functionality with the S Pen on the S25 Ultra last year. That made a lot of people unhappy. And then in the summer we lost the whole S Pen when it came to the Z Fold 7, sacrificing it to make a thinner phone. And now we may be losing the second telephoto camera, which most people complain about anyway. So I don't have a lot of heartburn here if they make up for it with the rest of the camera setup. And in line with the probability of this possibly happening, it may be because we might be getting new technology camera setup in the S27 Ultra, which would make this camera obsolete or redundant. So we have two telephoto cameras on the back. We have the 50 megapixel, and then we have the 10 megapixel, which is the 3x, which is the smaller one. And it's there for a reason. They added it a couple years ago because there was a shortfall between the regular camera and then like the 10 times zoom. So basically, if you wanted to do like a 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, whatever zoom, it would be digital and you would lose out on a lot of the detail. It just wouldn't look as good. So they said, okay, we'll throw in a small telephoto camera so we can do that for intermediate portrait shots and close range shots. So it's like, okay, 1x true zoom, 3x true zoom, and then, the 10 times, which is the 5x or whatever. But, they move things around a little bit. So if they change the camera system, which if you pay attention to leaks and rumors when it comes to Samsung and stuff like that, there's one main guy, his name is Ice Universe. He's very prominent when it comes to Samsung stuff, saying that the 3x telephoto lens is simply gone on the S27 Ultra, saying that we will get a new generation ultra-wide camera, which will first appear on the Z Fold 8. So first we'll have to see if it shows up on the Z Fold 8. Because here's the other thing. With the Z Fold 8, we've seen that there's only two cameras on the back, or the Z Fold 8 wide, at least anyway, has two cameras on the back. So maybe they have incorporated a new ultra-wide that you can also use for a variable zoom. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this works because it's weird they say that with an ultra-wide. Or maybe they're just going to use that technology in the ultra-wide. But it'll be interesting because, well, we may get this variable aperture lens, and he's saying 80%. 80% chance of that happening. So what happens with the variable aperture is something when you take a look at an actual camera lens, if you see those zoom lenses and then you can adjust the zoom on them, that's a true optical zoom with a variable aperture. So every time you zoom in and zoom out, it's adjusting the aperture. So you get a different zoom on it, right? But it's lossless. And that's the whole point of having these optical zooms. It's not digital. Digital uses the computer, uses everything in the phone, all the data that it has to zoom in on it and enhance the image digitally. Whenever you have an optical advantage, like an optical lens, it's just shifting the optics so that way you get a better real image. And that's what you're taking the picture of. So Sony's had this technology for a while. And we saw it since the Z Fold, I think since the Xperia 1 Mark V. I think that's when we first got the variable aperture on the telephoto. And it's gotten a little bit better over the last couple of years. But basically, they created some technology where they can use the lens and shift them around to where you get that true zoom from like 3.8 to like 9x or whatever it is, 7.8. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. So if we can get one zoom lens that, let's say, goes from 3x to 5x, or a lens that goes from 3x to 7x, you don't need to have this other lens. So I think it makes more sense to me that the phone might actually be getting an improvement in the camera department than a reduction in the camera department, which I think a lot of people would like to see because we did get the 200 megapixel camera. That's fine. The S26 Ultra, fantastic phone. I love the S26 Ultra. I love the privacy screen. I love the Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5. It's doing really well, even with the 5,000 milliamp battery, all-day battery, great haptics, beautiful screen. It's a good phone. Like the S26 Ultra is a very, very, very good phone. So I don't have a problem if we don't have 4 lenses on the back. If we have 3 lenses that do a better job than having the 4th dedicated lens, let's remove it. And then we'll get a better camera bump on the back, and then we can do a little bit more with this instead of having to have like, yeah, I mean, it's like, that's a lot going on right there, don't you think? Like, that's quite a bit. I don't think we'll see too much in a fundamental redesign. I've seen some leaked and proposed images for concepts and stuff where it like moves the lenses all the way across the top and kind of copies Apple and Google. But I think Samsung likes to keep theirs with the vertical stack. I don't see too much changing, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. We are a long way away from this, folks. It's just something I saw that was interesting, and I wanted to talk about it because losing something is not necessarily a bad thing if you're getting something better. And as somebody who has a lot of experience with this variable aperture technology, with the variable zoom and all that stuff, whenever it comes to Sony over the few years, that would make a lot of sense. And that would actually make the Ultra more Ultra than it is now. And I think most people probably think that the Ultra needs to be more Ultra, right? It comes with 12 gigs of RAM instead of like the Pixel that has 16. It has maybe some outdated cameras on it that they've been using for a while. It'd be nice to see something in a change like this, because especially nowadays with these flagship phones, change and improvement and better has been so synonymous with the cameras, right? But I mean, of course, we have gotten improvements, larger. It's a larger aperture on here, so that way we can let more light in and different things like that. So, you know what? Did I say that right? Variable aperture? Yeah, anyway. So, there have been some improvements, but I think most people think that we need more. Not just use the same sensors and make them better, but give us new sensors and new cameras altogether. So, it'll be interesting to see what we get with this. It's still a long ways away. I mean, shoot, this phone is basically 2 months old now. I got mine at the end of at the end of February, although it didn't show up till like the first week and a half of February. So it's not retail 2 months old yet, but I've been using it for 2 months, and I like it. I love the changes. I love the more rounded edges. I love the appearance on it. I love the color. There's a lot of stuff that I like about this phone. Samsung is always one of my favorite phones. They come out at the beginning of the year. They make a phone that's competitive with all the flagships throughout the rest of the year, but there have been some interesting things that have happened lately. Like I've got my X300 Ultra. There's also the Oppo Find X9 Ultra, which I'm trying to get my hands on, and hopefully Oppo will send me. And those phones, especially over the Chinese market, they kill. They look really great. They make some really, really good cameras over there. So it does make you look at these phones and like, you know, Samsung, if they didn't have the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean between the United States, and there were and the Chinese phones were available here in the U.S., then I think it would put more pressure on them. But I do appreciate the completeness that they bring. I appreciate the software updates, the reliability, different things like that, the availability here in the U.S., the pricing, the sales, the pre-orders, all that stuff that they do. There's a lot of stuff that Samsung does that goes above and beyond a lot of other brands. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. It was an article I read. I saw it on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, as well, talking about maybe the lens going away. And I thought I'd offer my 2 cents on the conversation to maybe frame it and be like, look, it may not be a bad thing. People say, oh, the camera's going away. Does that mean it's getting worse? Well, only if you have worse photos, right? if we have a camera that does the job 2 jobs instead of 1 that works better, then, well, that'd be perfectly fine. Anyway, that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, please, of course, go to the comments section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.